Okay. So, I just need to run through this real quick. 'Cause I gotta rant some more. I'm doing the Canto 5 dungeon with base IDs, right? Which doesn't sound like the worst thing ever, but this is actually like the worst thing I've ever done in my entire life, I think. So I don't know how I got through these first three. Actually, no, I did. I do remember. Two of my sinners died, and then I got to the checkpoint, which was a good thing and also the worst thing that they could have given to me. Because the problem with a checkpoint is that while they do heal you and you can switch out your egos and everything, they also take away all your SP, which is important because this is what happens as soon as you're out of that checkpoint again, right? You have to choose your team. So I don't remember exactly what I pick, but I do something similar to this, right? Go Ishmael because you have to take her. Hong Blue is like the best base ID in the game. Don Quixote is really good at clashing. Heathcliff is also just really strong and good at clashing sometimes. And then after that, you can take Result if you want to. Do not take either of these two. Sinclair and Rodion, they are not good, okay? They cannot clash. Look at these numbers. She's not winning anything. Especially, excuse me, with skill 3. Sinclair is worse, somehow. Faust, you have fluid sac, so you usually want to take her because of that, right? But the problem is she also doesn't have great clashing. So that's a problem that can be solved by her going last most of the time due to her speed range and just one-siding. So that's fine. She could just inflict offense level down, which is incredibly useful and probably one of the best debuffs in the game now. I'm not even gonna lie. And then I usually end up taking Gregor because he has really good numbers. Mostly on skill 2. But yeah, that's typically my team here. You almost never want to take Isang because you want his passive in case you need to use a WoW ego, so that it can proc every time you use every time the 10 SP down is in effect. And these are the egos that I have. But yeah. So you go in expecting to just go through it like you were able to before. But that's the problem. You assumed that you would actually be able to do anything. So this is turn 1. Alright, nothing has happened yet. But at the same time, everything is happening right now. So, just go through it one by one. Select your skill, right? 7-7, that doesn't seem that bad at first glance, but then you remember they already have an SP lead ahead of you. So they have a 59% chance to roll heads, and you only have a 50% chance. So, pick your skill, and everything's okay so far, right? This is the first obstacle right here. You gotta go against this negative coin skill. Keep in mind, they're low SP, so they have a pretty good chance of rolling tails on like half of these. Which you would think, yeah, that doesn't matter. But the problem with negative coin skills is they get stronger every time they lose a class. Well, not like the entire class, but every time they lose like a mini class. You know what I mean? Whenever one of the coins are going down. So, like, on that last one, they're probably going to roll a 12. And if you do not roll heads on your skills every single time, you will lose one of them. And then after that, you will lose everything. Because they're going to heal at least 20 SP off of just hitting you, 10 off of winning the clash, plus the extra stuff. And then they also gain SP depending on how many allies are living. So they're going to gain even more. So after you lose this class, which you will, they're going to be at 45 SP. And then after that, they're going to only use their positive coin skills for the rest of the entire thing. So you're not going to win. Okay? And then keep in mind, most of your base sinners, they're rolling like a 15 at most. Most of them. Not all of them, but a majority of them are not rolling higher than like a 13. And also keep in mind, you start at 0 SP. So if you use any of your egos that are worth more than like 10 SP, you're going to be slowly eating into your SP over time. And this is only one of the 2 fights that you have to do before fighting Queequeg. And you're going to want to be as high of an SP as you can possibly get during that fight, because it's not easy. So that's just... it's just bullshit. This whole thing is so bullshit. Like, not even that. I went into this, and then immediately corroded this. And I killed them all on turn 1. And then she's at negative 38, but the problem is, I can't just discard Don Quixote, because I need her, because she's useful. But like, even if I do Fluid Sac, well, I don't have it as uptie 4, so it's not even multi-ranged. Yeah, it's just 1 attack weight. So that sucks. That's my own problem. But there's just so many things that can go wrong. Like, even their evade skill, if they gain offense level, that's bad. Because in the first place, they gain offense level based off of surviving allies. So all of their offense level is at like 43. Which is incredibly high, because like half of your sinners have negative offense level based off of their identity. Like Gregor, 39, -1. Ishmael, -1. She only gets saved by her good numbers. That's the only reason Ishmael is actually good. She's good at classing because of her numbers, not her attack, not her offense level. Don Quixote is good, +2. Faust is bad, but she's a support unit, so it's fine. You're one-siding with her anyway. Heathcliff is just neutral. He also has a counter, which is cringe, and does nothing. And most of these evades also do completely nothing. But yeah, I'm using all the ones that mostly have either normal or high attack weight, offense level, so I can actually clash. But like, if you lose anything, you lose the entire game. Because you still have to get through one more fight and then a boss fight afterwards. It's like, what exactly are you supposed to do? And let's say I do use Fluid Sac, right? Because I can. Now Faust is going to be -SP, which is somewhat okay. But like, you only gain 15. I guess I don't have it at uptie 4 either. I don't have enough thread. It also takes Gloom, which is another part of the issue. Gloom has the least amount of generation among the entire Sinner group. Like, you'd have to actually like use Yisang as an active slot or Gregor. You have to use either one of those two, or else you're barely going to ever have any. And guess what? A lot of your useful egos use it, so you're gonna need it. Like Wrath, Lust, and Gloom are all the ones that, and Envy, which is like a Heathcliff only almost. All of those are incredibly useful, but they also have the least amount of generation among the base sinners. It's just so many things can go wrong, and I'm considering on just like stopping because this is like bullshit.